especially in Kerala, we see a lot of suicide happening. Compared to other states in India and compared to the world, the ratio of suicide in Kerala is making a lot of difference from the different part of the world. When we see the life of the Keralites, here people are very bothered about the rest of the people or the people next at the door. So everybody tries to be the maximum level. We see in a system there will be a high class and there will be a middle class and there will be a lower class. Not everybody can be high class and not everybody can be middle class. So to work a system, it should have a different sectors. So there the concept of the Keralites makes difference. Here when we see the luxurious people, we try to imitate. Here the imitation is very popular because everybody wants to be the same. So there we find in different areas, not only in economy, in each and every aspect of life. When we discuss about the education, when a girl or boy joins in a school, the next step, the parents try to be a student than a student. So the parents try to learn more things about education and they put pressure on the student. And the students struggle with the studies. When they appears for the exam, the students have lot of trouble, lot of problem. When the final result comes, if they are not up to the mark, their situation is very bad. Even that end up with a suicide. Even people we in Kerala, even people suicide for not getting a rank. That is the reason, one of the reasons we face in the education sector. And we also see the suicides in family sector. A woman, she is always tortured by her husband or the families of the husband or related to them. So it is widely seen in Kerala, especially when girl is married to a man. Here a lot of the freedom of the women is reduced. She doesn't have any freedom to talk or to do things. So she feels very disappointed. She is very disappointed, and that also make one reason for the suicide. And we see other parts of the life, especially the farmers in Kerala facing a lot of problem. They get it is a more financial problem. In their sector, in the farming field, if they don't cultivate and give the product, they can't earn and they can't pay the money. So the debt is always increased and they can't even find a way to support, and they end up with a suicide. These are the problems that face in our society. We should try to solve a problem. If we rely on God, we say tawakkul. That is the best way to console ourselves. There are people who think that the suicide is the final option, but when we believe in Allah and when we have the iman, that makes the more console for the people. Here, that is the only way that we could refer. And Islam also teach other way to solve the problem. Islam has brought with the zakat, and those who are not very good in finance, or if they can't support, it is compulsory for the Muslim to give zakat to the poor, and it is the poor people's authority to take the zakat. There is no exemption from Allah. And here there are the new Islamic thinking has made the life easier. In many Muslim countries like Middle East, Malaysia, Indonesia, and other different Islamic countries, or Muslims populations are more, we believe that the interest is haram. So here not every man can provide money. Giving for not everybody can lend. So the new thinking of Islam, the Muslims have brought a new concept like Islamic banking, Islamic finance, and other things. Here people are very in need of money. So if anybody wants support, they go to the bank, they pledge their property. Finally, what happens is we see here lot of people, they can't give the money back to the bank. Finally, the property is taken by the bank. And these are the things that happens here. So in Islamic banking, we give a new phase. We give just to support the Muslims. That makes more relief for the people. They can lend the money in a good way, and even they can pay back without the interest. Even in the European countries and other Middle East countries, even the European banks like HSBC and other banks, they even try to bring the new concept of Islamic banking, this Amana finance and things like that have a good market in outside India. So I feel that in Kerala, being a good potential of the Muslims in Malabar, here we can at least solve the problem by bringing the Islamic banking. And here we see that the Islam is the only way to solve the problems. So here we have a good potential of the Muslim leaders here. We have we have a good model for the world. The past many years, the Muslims in Kerala have shown a very good role to uplift the Muslims in Kerala. And if the leaders take an active participation in bringing the Islamic bank system in Kerala, that would really benefit the people here, and also that will solve a lot of problem for the minority Muslims in Kerala. This bank system is not only help the Muslim community, it also help the other communities also, because that they also face the same problem here. So that would also really, even the non-Muslims leaders also should come forward to implement and help and support to this venture.